Our second speaker doing her icebreaker also. This is Christina Marion, and what's the title I gave you on the last one called Camp San Luis Obispo, the turning point, where she's going to share her experiences she had in the Civil Air Force.
It was a clear, bright, sunny day in Southern California. My brother and I stuffed a week's worth of our belongings into a small car so my dad could drive us 2 miles to Camp San Luis Obispo. We were there for Civil Air Patrol encampment. This activity was required for national activities, flight academies, and earning the Mitchell Award, which is equivalent to the Eagle Scout. This activity is more or less like basic encampment for the Air Force, packed into a week for teenagers. When I started the activity, I was underconfident. I wasn't a leader. I wasn't even a very good follower. I really had no clue what I wanted to do in life. I had limited passions. I liked writing, but that was about it. The first day after we arrived, I said goodbye to my dad and got in line for the beginning of endless paperwork. Once we finished all of our paperwork, one of the flight sergeant was in charge of about 16 cadets, marched us to a small classroom where about 15 of us sat there listening to our cadet commander, Major Everett M. Montano Jr. III, explain to us what the cadet agreement was for encampment. We signed the paper and all hell broke loose. Cadet Lopez, drag your elbows! Cadet Bean, pivot your corners! Cadet Mary, get out of my classroom! And my personal favorite, you're moving slower than a paralyzed turtle! I wasn't entirely sure what that meant, but I knew I wanted to get out of that classroom and quickly. They never did exactly call an armistice and continued to go on for the rest of the week. Despite what you might think, all of these activities and yelling, inspections where we made perfect hospital corners that never seemed quite perfect, increased my confidence and my ability to lead. At the end of the summer, I would go to second basic encampment. This time, I knew a little bit more what to expect, and my flight became the honor flight 3 times. I was nominated for the Warrior Cadet, but none of this would have been possible without basic encampment. We learned many definitions that week as part of our training, but my favorite definition was the Air Force definition of leadership. Leadership is the art and science of influencing and directing people to accomplish the assigned mission. When I came home to my home squadron later that summer, I became a leader. I had a mission. I wanted to teach my cadets drill, aerospace, leadership, and a myriad of other activities, and had a group, 16 cadets. I became a flight sergeant, and I was a leader now. Another outcome of this activity was my love of flying. About 5 days into the activity, my flight went to the airport. We all got our orientation flights. That was one of my first times flying an airplane. As the ground got smaller and we went higher, my love of flying grew. I absolutely fell in love with flying that day, and I knew that was what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. I still believe that. It prompted me to apply for the Air Force Academy, which I'm currently working on, and decide my college major was going to have to do something to do with flying. When I graduated from the encampment a week later, I had greater confidence. I knew what I wanted to do with life. I had learned the ability to lead. At the activity, we had inspection preparation time, which was a time for us to make our beds perfectly, fix our insignia and our collars, which is very important, iron our uniforms, clean the barracks, and learn our memory work. I was able to have a taste of leadership. I led 4 cadets in making beds. Simple enough, but actually very complicated. I don't know if you've ever tried to make a hospital corner with a ruler. There's only one way to describe the way that I felt on the day that I graduated from this encampment. from a song by Matt Marr. This is the first day of the rest of your life. It's gonna be alright.